Red pill politics. What's your taste, bro? Weed, taking children to. Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, when it comes to the red pill, as in red pill politics or red pill like men.
I don't know. It's a whole bunch. I don't even know the difference. What is red pill? It's like it's so much going on over there. Like a whole bunch of women that's constantly telling women what they're not supposed to do or not supposed to want. At least that's what pearly things do. Or a whole bunch of men that's telling women that they need to curb their loins and recognize that the men run things and y'all are going to lose your beauty. So calm down. So
yeah,
I don't know a whole bunch about it.
No, well, the first time I heard red pill, I thought it was politics related because I think initially was right. It was when Candace Owens was like, "I'm gonna red pill you because conservatives are blue, Republicans are red, so I'm red pilling you." And I thought it had something to do with the Matrix as well, with the pill or Matrix, and so that's why I thought, yeah.
I heard somebody say that. Like you take the blue pill or the red pill.
Correct. Yeah. So that was like the politics thing for a while. But then recently, I would say probably like 6 months ago, it was when Andrew Tate kind of became the social media sensation, the influencer.
Yeah.
And people are like, red pill means that, you're a guy who, was a manly guy. Like there's nothing wrong with being a guy. You don't have to be a soft feminist man. Yeah. Or whatever. You're like, you take care of yourself, you have a good job, you want to date women, you're not gonna, I guess, subscribe to today's version of what a man should be. And it's really strange because I mean, both. So I was against the red pill stuff. It just depends because it seems like there's a lot of extremism going on within that red pill for like, relationship dating. It's very extreme. So I don't know where I'll fall into that. My relationship is very traditional. So I like my wife to take care of the kids, cook and clean, but I also take care of the kids, cook and clean. Our relationship is very much 50-50 in our household. So like, for example, when she cooks dinner, so she's a cook. When I cook, nobody wants to eat my food. So she swears I'm strategically doing that so I don't have to cook, but I really do try. But the rules like in our house, it's not even a rule. It's like a mutual agreement. She cooks, I'll do the dishes after. So
that's cool.
It's just respectable 50-50, because if she's willing to work and cook for everybody, I'll clean the dishes, no problem. We take turns cleaning the house. Whoever's is free, we'll clean. But I'm also very OCD, so I'm always straightening up and I'm always wiping or cleaning something. I have to always do something, so that's just my personality.
Yeah.
And it just depends. Like I mean, I had guy friends who will be over, like when we have parties and stuff, and the guys are like, "Oh, look at you, a domesticated." Like, whoa. Like, no, but it's funny because supposedly when I hear it, a lot of women are like, yeah, like I wish my husband did what your husband does.
Right. That's how I usually go.
Yeah. But yeah, I have no problem with them. Like, yo, if my wife cooks, I clean dishes. In the mornings, typically the routine is she takes care of the kids in the mornings because I'm out at the gym. I get home right before they go to school. And then usually since I get off work, I'm usually here when the kids get home from school and I take them to their activities.
Right.
She's usually doing her schoolwork or whatever and then cooks and stuff. So we're a pretty good relationship, 50-50. It's very traditional. I don't know what happened in today's society where it's like these women think it's not okay to have a man or it's not okay to cook or it's not okay to clean. It's just weird. Right. It's weird because imagine if the men all of a sudden, if me and you, Van, we're like, I don't want to work today.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah. At all. Oh, someone's disrespecting you. I don't want to stick up for you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're at a restaurant. You're not going to pay? I don't want to pay.
I don't want to pay.
So it's really weird where this society has shifted towards, in my opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a strong woman, but this woman hear me roar, or what do they call it? Modern day women. That's what they call it. Modern day women. I'm just not digging it.
Do you let your wife pump the gas?
No, I usually pump the gas. In fact, her and I that's like one of the things we actually get in an argument about. So when we're together, I'll pump the gas.
Right.
But what drives me nuts is when she drops off the car on E and don't tell me and then have to go to work and get in the car. I'm like, for real? Why? Oh, it was late at night. Or, I had to use the bathroom. Stuff like those are the excuses, it'll be driving me nuts. But if we're driving, I'll pump the gas. Yeah. Why is that like not a thing, or is that
no? Because that's something I've See, my wife, and my daughters, I never let them pump gas. So whenever I find out that my wife pumped gas, I fuss at her. Or my daughter pumped gas, I fuss at her. I just say, just let me know when it's at a quarter. But my wife will be somewhere and say, oh, it was close to empty. I was like, how did it get close to empty? You were supposed to tell me it was at a quarter. And she'd be like, oh, I just didn't tell you, but I got gas myself. So, and she feeling all happy about it because every once in a blue moon, she get to go get gas herself. So it's like a big adventure for her or something like that. Or she never went to the car wash. She never went to a service station to go get her cars looked at. And this is 24 years of marriage, 29 years of being together. She's never took her car to a service station, sit there, waited for it to be serviced, or went to go drop it off and then had to come back and get it. Usually that was my job. But when it comes to roles and whatnot, her cleaning and cooking and me doing the man stuff. Like, I'm gonna do the man stuff. I'm gonna go chop some wood and kill a bear or something like that, chop it up and all that. But yeah, I think it's cool either way, man. If it works out in the relationship, then it works out. It is what it is.
Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of women now, these modern day women, and I hope your viewers don't end up hating me, but I think a lot of these modern day women, it sounds cool
women. What the hell does that mean? Modern day.
That's what I heard. That's the term. That's the term I heard. It's called modern day women. These women who are like, hear me roar, like, I don't need a man. You ain't. That's just what I heard. They're called modern day women. And
these modern women.
Yes. And these modern day women, from my understanding, also don't offer much. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to do anything. They just
know how to give good head and have sex.
Look pretty. Yep. That's it. But I forgot where I was going with this point. But that these in their 20s, I'm sure it's cool. In their 30s, it's cool. But eventually your hotness will slowly fade away. What do you have to offer then? You're going to be this lonely ass 40-year-old woman who's just like, damn, this modern day woman stuff really didn't work out. So, because I think statistically it's been actually proven that the older we get, like, men are actually more content. Like, they could be okay not being married and not having kids in their 40s, 50s, but are supposedly, from studies that I've read, women seem to struggle with that a little bit more, being in their 40s and 50s and not having a family.
The facts still remain that, honestly, I believe men need women and women need men.
Absolutely.
And whether you look 100% great or not, there's going to be somebody that's willing, that want your company. And what is a woman's clock ticks because they can't have babies after a certain age, or they can't do certain things after a certain age. But it's just, okay, all of that, I see why all of that makes sense. All of that makes perfect sense to me. How the man pretty much has the upper hand when it comes to relationships and how long we can last and go without and blah, 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 and just find somebody just to lay with and not really care about being with them. But a woman needs that type of affection all the time, blah, blah, blah. But the one thing I argue against is a lot of these men in this space, they have no signs of success in the stuff that they're out there talking about. They don't have a long-standing relationship. They don't have children. They've never been married before. Most of them are not six-figure guys yet. They just have a whole bunch of aspirations and goals, and they constantly hear six-figure people or millionaires tell them or give them little I guess speeches online that make them feel like they are part of the clan of men who go get it and go after it, and then they just put themselves into it as if they are that. And a lot of these dudes that's giving out this advice, I think they some fakes, in my opinion. A lot of them are fakes.
Yeah, a lot of them. Wasn't one of these YouTubers that was like really popular who was one of those, I'm all about being in a relationship with my wife or something, was out there just cheating left and right or something? There was one. Yes. There's been multiple of them, but there was like one I remember specifically. His whole channel was about having a relationship with a significant other, and he got caught up.
Like, yes. And you know what? But and no homo, but the writing's on the wall when it comes to that. When you see a young, nice looking fella whose fan base are primarily women, young women, and he's making good money. He has clout. His name is everywhere. It, 9 times out of 10, these ladies are going to be throwing somebody at him. And sometimes he's going to be a wide receiver, and sometimes he's not going to be even paying attention to it. He's going to catch some of it. You know what I mean? If, in other words, and he did, and he was a man. And honestly, I think the only fault in that is not him catching it. I think men catch it. I try my damn best not to even look in the direction of other women now. But guess what? I ain't even got to try anymore because it's gotten to a point where I think something clicked. Something clicked in my life that said, man, you got it all. Not to be, and like, but I was like, God damn, bro, you kind of do have it all. You know what I mean? And having it all is subjective. Like everybody have it all. Like if they look at their blessings rather than look at their lack, look at the one or two things that they don't have, or they look at their woman and say, I got a woman who don't cheat on me, treat me right, and all this other stuff, but she don't take it in the like. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm just saying it's just little things like that that just make a dude be like, I want a woman that takes it in. And then next thing you know, they be out there finding that lady, and they're finding a lady who takes it in. And then next thing you know, they out without the lady who was holding them down throughout their whole career. And what do you think about this whole red wave, man, or lack thereof?
Yeah, that was
they got the
I was very confident on my Twitter. I was like, it's gonna be a red wave. Not because again, like I'm more independent. I'm in the middle, but I would say, and how everything's going in society, I lean a little bit more conservative and liberal. Mm-hmm. But I thought there was going to be a massive red wave, and that did not happen at all. There's a few that were shockers for me. Kari Lake officially lost today.
Yeah.
That one a shock because I was very confident that she was going to win that just from every single poll, regardless if it was a liberal poll or a Republican poll. Right. They had her leading, and she lost.
And who are they though?
I guess whoever the pollsters were who were doing the polling. I don't know. They said that she was going to win, and she lost.
And you know, in my opinion, bro, I wanted Kari to win. I really wanted Kari to win because the only reason why I wanted Kari to win is because I feel like I'm a part of a team now. You know what I mean? Let me explain that. When doing this YouTube stuff, I feel like I'm a part of a team, and everybody that I get my information from were all like, yeah, Kari's gonna kick butt. And then I'm seeing more videos of Kari in front of a camera and she's kicking butt. And I'm like, wow, she's really gonna kick butt. And she's beautiful. That's another plus. And then I'm like, Katie Hobbs isn't saying anything. She can't possibly win if she's saying, I'm not even going to debate her. And then when she does talk, she's real soft-spoken and scary. But one thing I fail to realize is that these young kids, Gen Zs, they don't poll. They're not polling Gen Z. And plus, Gen Zs they want things to be how they want things to be. They don't want things to be all old school and antiquated and they don't want anything old. Like if it's old, they like, ew, I don't want that. And so of course they're going to vote for everything new. And like I said on one of my videos, it seemed like the Democrats are just driving around passing out free candy to these youngins, and they're like, okay, we'll vote for it. Would you say we can get abortions, we can get money, free college? What else can we get? We get to go to school before anybody else if they don't look like us. What else can we get? Oh, the LGBTQs get all this. Oh yeah, what else do we get? And so yeah, of course they're gonna vote that way. I mean, it was common sense, but there was nobody. None, the Candace Owens, the Officer Tatums, Steven Crowder, Fox News, Joe Rogan, even Ben Shapiro's. None of these guys got it right. None of them got it right. Yeah. And that's the part that pissed me off. I feel like I was let down.
Yeah, I feel like because I same thing. Like when this red wave didn't happen, I was like, "Am I in a bubble?" Did I text you and ask you that? I may have texted you and been like, "Yo, are we in a bubble?" I think
you asked me about a bubble.
Yeah, because I was like, am I not seeing straight anmore? Like I thought I was really good with like getting a sense of where the world is heading, and I was shocked with that one. I even have this app on my phone which is pretty unbiased. It's called The Real Clear Politics, and it takes all the different articles from all news outlets, and it was showing that, even has polls on here as well. It was showing that Kari Lake was going to win, and I'm shocked. Other one, which was a shocker, Fetterman.
Oh my great! Well, I got something for that too, man. I swear to goodness, I got something for that too. But go ahead. I want to hear what you guys say about Fetterman.
Like yes, Dr. Oz was probably not the best candidate. You know, from my understanding, he wasn't even really from Pennsylvania like that. People didn't really respect him. He was very out of touch when he did that whole grocery commercial or promo, whatever it was. He's very out of touch. But Fetterman had a stroke. And I legitimately felt bad for the dude. Like, why are you guys still pushing him as this front runner? This dude needs to get healthy. He cannot think properly. My mom had 2 strokes. I know how that it can affect you. Like, the guy couldn't put sentences together. He was basically Biden 2.0. And for some reason, they continued to push him. And I was shocked that he actually won. Funny thing, though, is before the election even started, the day of, he also, I believe, sued for election fraud. Fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure he had sued or put something toward the courts where he's like, there's going to be election fraud here before the results were even coming in. So he was already talking about election fraud, but he ended up winning.
Well, that's the thing too. A lot of people, like Fetterman, I think he got a whole lot of emotion votes.
Yes, he did.
He didn't get I can't believe they're making fun of someone who had a stroke. These, like, you expect for us to vote for someone in place of him? Now, also, a lot of the people also realize that it's not about the person we're voting in. Most times it's not about the person, unless it's a strong-willed type of person that's like, we're going to do things this way. This is how we're going to do it. If it's not that, and usually it's not, it's the people behind them, it's the team, it's the agenda. Like, we already got a plan. We just need for you to win. That's it. We need for you to run. We need for you to win. And the only reason why you've gotten this far is because of donors, and the donors all have something that they want you to do. I got my golden ticket. I know what I want you to do. I got mine too. I know what I want you to do. So most times Fetterman is not going to have to do a whole bunch of, running of anything. He has a team for that. But a lot of his votes, in my opinion, came from emotion votes because they saw people all over the internet making fun of him in his debate. And after I reacted to that debate, I was like, that might not have been a good strategic move on the parts of the Ben Shapiro's and the Steven Crowders and the Fox News that was just constantly doing this, because people are watching. They're like, whoa, can you see them making fun of this guy? Like, this isn't right. And the same thing with Biden too. People need to be careful with that, because these emotion votes are taking over, and these young people, they don't want to have anything to do with tradition at all. They're getting to the point right now where they don't want to celebrate Christmas. They don't want to celebrate Thanksgiving. They don't want to celebrate. For Christmas this year, we want to go to the beach.